I don't recall if I've ever told you that I almost drowned. I bet I've told some of you that, but at least I think I did. I don't really know how close I did. It's not like, well, I was thrown from my raft and I was underwater and there was a waterfall involved and it it shot me under the water and I was spinning around. I didn't know which way was up. And I kept holding my breath. And I thought, I'm going to die. I don't remember ever feeling so enclosed by something, like trapped by the water, enclosed in the water with all of it around me, and I just wanted to escape. And eventually I did. Came up to the water, and you recall a moment, you can still feel how you felt in that moment. I can do that. With that, how I felt when I realized I was going in the right direction, up towards the surface of the water, and then I burst through the top of the water, and I opened my mouth and I took a big, deep breath in, and I didn't feel enclosed anymore. I didn't feel like the water was around. I felt free. I had wide open space. And it felt good. It felt really good. And that in a sense is what David prays for in the first verse of Psalm 4, where he prays, give me relief from my distress. That phrase, give me relief, literally is translated, bring me into a spacious place. And he's praying to God for that because God knows how to do that. David's not talking about drowning literally. He's talking about everything in life that causes us distress, everything out there, everything in here. And it's suffocating. But he knows God. He knows God has the ability to bring people who are feeling very enclosed into a very spacious place. He wouldn't have witnessed this. It happened many years after David died, but I don't know if there's a more enclosed space than a fishing boat as you're out in the middle of the water. There probably is a more enclosed space, but it's still a pretty tight space, especially when you're in the boat with others. And that's where Peter was, as Jesus was walking on top of the water out to the boat. And so Peter was in this very enclosed space. And when you're in a boat in the middle of the water, it's not like you can just step out of the boat and feel like you're going to be okay. But that's what Peter asked Jesus for permission to do because he saw Jesus walking toward him on the water. And Jesus said, yeah, come on out. And do you think Peter ever forgot the feeling of what it was like to take his first step onto the water and look out at the rest of the water and know that it's his? Like he's on it. It's not enclosing him or grabbing him. God did that for him. And one day he'll do it for you. Whatever it is that's suffocating you. Your troubles, your worries, your guilt, your sadness. I once had a conversation with a friend he'd been learning about the universe. And he said, the universe is still expanding, like based on whatever mathematical equations we can put in to calculate what's going on in the universe. It's expanding, like constantly expanding, even though, well, as long as we live on Earth, we will never get to the ends of it. And he wondered, it's like, why would God do that? Like, why would God make a universe that is constantly expanding? And then we talked about it a little bit, and he said, well, however God redoes it with the new heavens and the new earth, maybe that makes sense that it's still expanding and always expanding. As big as it is now and as big as it will be, it's going to take us an eternity to discover everything that's there. Once we get into eternity. And it's also big and it's also beautiful in ways that we can't even fathom. But one day it's going to be right in front of our eyes. The whole universe, all of its beauty, all of its majesty, all created for you by a God who loves you. Your everlasting existence in that spacious place is what Jesus already earned for you. It's already yours. I tell you to rest well at the end of these videos, and I still will. But you know what that allows us to do? When we realize that the spacious place that God can bring us to has already been created and reserved for you. Even now, it allows us to breathe. Like my first breath after coming out of the water. Like Peter's first gasp after realizing that the water wasn't going to suck him in. Breathe easy, my friends. Your spacious place is coming. And because it is, rest well tonight, my friends.